Alright, everyone. Ledge here. Back with more Final Fantasy 16. Last time we got done with a big epic battle on the main story and picked up a lot of side quests. So now, let's go start working on getting those knocked out here. After I pick up one more. 'Cause apparently I missed one. Hey Zoe, how are you doing? That is not the infirmary. Just walking into walls here. Just ignore me. Okay, what do you need help with?
Please, your grace. My Lord Marquis.
Phoenix, heal thyself. What is this?
Yote, is anything the matter? You seem troubled.
You seem troubled.
Perhaps I might be able to help.
My lord. Yes. Perhaps you might.
Hey,
It's your
Zoe.
brother. His condition continues to worsen, though he does his best to hide it. The lesion on his chest pains him more with each passing day.
I had feared as much.
There are certain elixirs which can ease the suffering of those afflicted by the curse.
I think I do, Zoe.
But his grace's case is severe.
I still haven't got to chapter
The
3
drafts
yet.
I have been able to prepare for him thus far have ceased to have any real effect. So I consulted with Talia and certain of my comrades among the Undying about the possibility of finding something stronger. And thankfully, a recipe was found. The only problem being that the critical ingredient is exceptionally hard to come by.
Critical ingredient.
And our supplies are almost exhausted.
Of course.
Unless we can secure more soon, your brother's anguish will likely become unbearable. My lord, I know that I have no right to make demands of you. But would you help? For Joshua's sake.
Of course I would help. Duh.
For Joshua. Anything.
Thank you, my lord.
You're welcome.
So, what is this critical ingredient?
Critical ingredient.
A rare herb by the name of stonerwort. It grows only where the ether is densest. The vigor it stores in its stems helps to counteract the curse. We discovered a patch near the aqueduct in Rosaria. But alas, yet more ether has erupted from the earth there recently, leaving the whole area flooded. The search continues for a new source. One that we might reach without being turned.
So it's only that you can't reach it. The Stonerwort itself is unharmed by the flood.
Well, yes, but...
Then I shall go in your stead.
But, my lord...
You've yet to find another source, correct? So for now, the aqueduct is our best hope. Besides, I'm a dominant. The ether can't hurt me.
Well, if you're sure, my lord. Stonerwort is easily identified by its blood-red blooms. Search around the aqueduct, and you're sure to find some soon enough. I shall remain here and prepare the other ingredients.
Good job. You get that together. Zoe, thank you so much for the likes. But yeah, Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. I don't have a set, because I've got this today, and then tomorrow I got Legend of Zelda from 8 to 11. And then I got a cleaning job.
How do you split?
I'm usually off on Saturdays, and I was planning on doing it after my Zelda
Covered
stream.
in nicks and lumps,
But
the lot of them.
last minute request,
It's a wonder
and
they can
gotta
still
get
move.
that bread. So, I don't know. I might schedule it next week on my weekly schedule. Did you check out the Discord server?
Assume otherwise.
Clive, you must listen to this. Lawsman, tell him.
Lawsman,
Do you
tell
recall
him.
when we spoke before on the divinity of Ultima? Well, it inspired me to delve deeper into the subject. And what I discovered appears to agree with the findings of His Grace.
You will recall that my quest to uncover Ultima's origins began with the mural at Phoenix Gate. But while I've always known it to be important, its secrets have heretofore eluded me.
Thank you, Zoe.
Now, however, I believe I know where to find the more complete example, one that will reveal all we seek.
Master Clive, have you ever in your travels chanced to hear of the Circle of Malleus? I would think not, if you have.
I haven't
But
heard
there
of the
was once
Circle
a
of
time
Malleus.
when the faith flourished, the oldest known religion in the Twins, and though its popularity eventually waned on Storm, hints of its dogma remain embedded
I
in more
know.
modern faiths such as the Crystalline Orthodox.
Wait, you said it waned on Storm. What of Ash?
Religious monuments are often torn down or repurposed when new faiths rise to prominence. But if no new faith arose, then perhaps the ancient temples might still stand. And so, you see now why I must accompany you to Walud.
It would appear the past still has much to teach us, though in this case, it would not have been possible without the musings of Moss. To think that you carried a copy of my old mentor's chronicles all along. I am relieved to discover it in good hands.
I shall guard it with my life.
Joshua, if you're finished here, join me in the ale hall. I need to speak to everyone before we leave.
Right away.
Right away. Oh, was this the main quest that I just talked about? Yeah, no, we don't need to do that anymore. My bad. Alright. World map. No! No, 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 no! Have a good night, Zoe.
My apologies.
By now you've all heard where we're going and why. So I won't bother you with the boring details, only the important ones. If we attempt to approach Stone here by sea, there's a good chance we'll be sighted and fall prey to the capital's artillery. So instead, we'll disembark on the southwest coast and make for Drake's Spine on foot. I say we, but it's highly likely the entirety of Ash is under the rule of Ultima. A large party would only attract unwanted attention, as well as slow our
Jesus.
march and require supplies which may be difficult to obtain. Only Joshua and I will be going,
What?
and a scout, preferably a good one. Gav.
Hey,
Do you know of any?
Justin.
You bet your ass I do.
And
Might still
Sizzle.
borrow some of Lady Vivian's maps, though. Just in case, like.
Once you've dropped us off at the Shadow Coast, you need to retreat into neutral waters, fly merchant colors, and stay inconspicuous. If you sense any danger at all, you leave us behind and return to Storm.
Inconspicuous is my middle name. But like hell am I leaving anyone behind.
I love
The
mid.
ship ain't going nowhere till your scurvy mugs are smiling on deck.
I probably make that
Jill,
comment multiple times
The Enterprise
in
will
my
appear a
little
tempting
videos.
target for royalists and pirates alike. You're to stop anyone boarding.
Don't worry. I'll keep the ship and her crew safe. You'll be needing passage home, after all.
But... very well.
If there are no questions, I'll see you all at the docks.
Well, oh my gosh.
Let me know when you're leaving. I want a word before you go.
Alright,
course.
when I'm leaving. I'm not leaving yet. Okay. Now we'll go get some side quests done. Let's go to Eastpool. How are you guys doing this evening? At first, I was like, work kicked my butt today. I was like, oh my gosh.
I heard the Guardian saying we're supposed to grow
I was so
our-
tired. I was like, I don't need to be falling asleep during the stream. So I took me a nice little bubble bath, and I got some little under eye patches, and just had me a little spa time and
Ah,
rejuvenated
Lord Rossfield.
myself.
What brings you to Eastpool?
A delivery from Martha.
Get your greens. I
These
feel
are
like
Gazal green seeds.
I might
Martha's
need a
keen
hip
to cut the apron
replacement
strings then, is
in
she?
the future.
I
Not
jest,
not now.
of course.
Unexplainable.
You see,
oh no.
I had thought we might be able to revive the old wheat fields, but they'd long since gone to seed, only without the seeds.
Martha was hoping he might be able to show the bearers how
like
to
a
plant
heat
and tend
pack or
these,
an ice pack or
so
some
that they'll
kind
be
of
able to
pack on
fend for
there.
themselves.
That's not a bad idea. These bearers had only recently escaped their bonds before we brought them here. They know little of freedom, of providing for themselves and their loved ones. Unless we teach them how to live like free men, I fear that all we have achieved in bringing them here is to exchange one
The
master
struggle.
for another. Not that myself and the Guardians have been the best example to them so far, subsisting almost entirely on Martha's charity as we do. It's about time we all started to provide for ourselves, bearers and Guardians alike. Unfortunately, we've been a little too busy of late to focus on much besides bolstering our defenses. There have been alarming reports of...
The Horde is closing in. They're coming, so wait, all of them.
Damn it all, I thought we'd have more time. Gather the men in a square.
He
Send
might.
to the rest for reinforcements.
Yes, Sir Wade.
Yes, so wait. Sizzle, thank you so much for the high bear and the heart
A
meanie.
Kashek, a veritable legion of them. They've been seen prowling around the northern reaches for a while now. We don't have the numbers to hold back a swarm that size. I had hoped to build a perimeter wall so that myself and the Guardians might be able to defend the village, but...
Now you're out of time.
Precisely. If reinforcements from the rest arrive before they do, we may just scrape through, but I fear that's rather an enormous if.
What if you could call on reinforcements from Eastpool?
You mean the bearers? We brought them here so they might live, not die, fighting for their lives.
So wait. You said you lack men to defend the village. Are the bearers not men? Do they not wish to see Eastpool saved? Though they may not be trained soldiers
Are
like
they
your
not
guardians.
men?
What help they are
Can
able
they
to
not
offer could
fight?
still prove the difference between victory and defeat.
You're right, my lord. I will appeal to them.
It's too early to be starting that. Stop it.
My friends, I humbly beg your aid. We Guardians are few and our enemies many. But I swear we can defeat them with you at our side.
They don't look too
You will
enthused.
send us to the slaughter. To serve as bait for those fiends so that you and your men might be spared. And to think we trusted you. Say what you will. A home is not worth dying for.
But it is worth fighting for.
I agree, Sizzle. It is a lot of dialogue.
Sir Wade fights to give you lot a chance. Just like I do. Just like Sid does.
Martha!
We all wanted to give you a home where you could be free. And you got one, didn't you? This place, Eastpool. This is your village. Your home. And if you don't fight to protect what's yours, you'll lose it. You know I'm right.
Hey,
This
Cody.
world wants to take everything from you. Everything.
Only did 10k steps today. That's
Homes,
still a lot of
your
steps.
freedom, your very lives. So then, are you going to stand by and let that happen to you?
No!
You going to accept fate like good little Bran did and die, having never stood up for yourselves? Or will you fight like free men and women?
I love her though. take up your frying pans.
What are you doing?
All right. Give me a sword.
All you bearer men back
Never dreamt I'd
there.
have a home of my own. And now that
This
I
girl
have,
gonna show y'all
I
up.
don't want to lose it. I will protect what's mine, or die trying.
We all will. Free men and women, fighting together.
Huzzah!
For Eastpool!
For Eastpool!
The dialogue isn't bad, but you do get caught up in it at times. Yeah. Sometimes they like to yap.
Thank you,
And it
Martha.
makes me pause my yapping.
Don't mention it. Just promise me one thing. That you'll show them how freeborn fight.
I never played Star Ocean or Persona.
Gladly.
I'm sorry. Nobody attacked me. I'm doing good, Cody. Trying to get through a bunch of side quests.
Well, if it was numbers you were lacking, you certainly won't be now.
Thanks to you.
Good evening. It's going good, Andrew.
Oh, I just love the sound of my own voice.
Justin,
Lord
you be
Rossfield,
nice to
my lady.
Jill.
We're ready.
So what's the plan of action?
We'll divide our forces into several small detachments, each made up of guardians, bearers, and guards from the rest. These will position themselves at strategic points around the village. Upon engaging with the Akashic, each detachment will keep the creatures occupied
Hey,
as best they
doughboy.
can, steadily retreating all the while.
You're going to lure them into the village?
I am. We will have neither the time nor the resources to treat the wounded, so injuries must be avoided at all costs. Instead, we will focus purely on defense at first. By coordinating our withdrawal through the use of messengers drawn from among the bearers, we will aim to have the swarm converge at a point of our choosing. With luck, that point
After
will
this
be the village
cutscene,
square.
I have some
The
questions.
perfect place for our most able warriors to surround them and fall upon them. And for you and I to finish them off.
Hit that
A
like
sound
button.
plan. But one that'll require a leader with a cool head and strong nerves to coordinate the retreat. I'd say you have both in abundance, Await.
Brooke.
But you'll be needed. Please, leave the last of the fighting to me.
Ha! And let you have all the glory.
Sir Wade!
Yes,
You're here.
I get all of the glory. Me.
Then you know what you must do. We work together. Everyone playing their part. Each shielding the other that no man might fall. That Eastpool might live on. For Rosaria.
For Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
We've no time to argue, my lord. I'll do as you ask.
And I will do as you ask.
Oh my goodness. You
Suppose
but
we'd better do our
sizzle!
bit too, then, eh?
Both of you.
Right you are, Martha.
Okay, so, Justin, my main question is,
calm
and I'm
before the
not like
storm.
upset or nothing, I'm just inquiring. Why do you not like Jill? Do you think she's like
And here it comes.
kind of, I don't know, I feel like maybe she could
Let
come
this
across
village
as
fall.
bland to some people? My massage was glorious. Oh, there's a lot of little dudes here. Here. That's one way. That was not what I was trying to do, but I guess it'll do. New enemies approach. You name it, she don't have it. She has love for, well, we don't have love for Clive. Oh, everywhere I've seen, people are like crazy to Clive, and I get it. I mean, Clive's an awesome dude. He's strong and sweet. My lungs feel better and I can breathe again. Oh, heck yeah. That's awesome. All these little claws are scorpions. Yeah. Catch it. Supposed to be raptors, but they look like bald chocobos. Hi, Christina. Anybody got any big weekend plans coming up?
It's over.
Well, that was easy.
Looks like that's the last of them.
Lord Rushfield, change of plan.
What is it?
Owl from the rest. An Akashic curl's been sighted on Rhiannon's
Never
ride
mind.
and is headed in their
It's
direction.
not over yet.
Well, the better half of her guard is here.
I felt like they were all small,
wait,
but I was like,
how
usually
many
there's
Akashic
like a
remain in
big
East
guy
Pool?
with a stagger bar.
Hard to say. My men are still facing some resistance, but I think the worst is behind us. I could order a detachment or two to fall back and...
No. Let them finish
No.
the job.
I can do it
You
myself.
stay here too, Sir Wade. Your men need you.
All the glory.
I'll go after the curl. Join me only when Eastpool is won.
If you're sure, my lord.
Hey, Kingsman.
May the Founder protect you.
I have the best plans. No plans. Wait, where am I going now? Making me run. So I just follow the bridge. Go to the right.
Next one's mine. I might not know what.
Y'all stop bringing that man into my chat. Oh, goodness.
All right.
All right. Is this where I'm supposed to be going? Akashic Coral.
There it is.
Bender Coral.
With me, Torgal. Nice try.
Ow. Deadly takedown! Ignition! Woo! Yo, Kingsman, I love your movie. It is a good movie. Izzy loves that movie. That's like one of his favorite movies. But I think that's because he likes the name action.
Nice try.
need to get this potion. Is that the takedown? Yeah, buddy. Giga Flare! For the win.
All right.
All right.
Back to Eastpool.
I'm hoping when I get to the DLCs, like, the dialogue will be a bit new and fresh because I've already seen all of this.
Lord Rossfield, the Curl, is it?
It's dead.
Thank the Founder for that. And for you, my lord. We were able to eradicate the rest of the Horde. I have guardians posted around the village to keep watch for further attacks, but all seems quiet for now. I hesitate to say it, but I think it might be over.
I think it might.
We did it. We saved Eastpool. Thank you, my friends.
What do you mean you don't know the Founder?
Thank you.
No, Sir Wade. It's us who should be thanking you. You brought us together. Showed us what it means to fight for what you hold dear.
We never had nothing to call our own before. We didn't know what it meant to protect it.
Poor
But now
people.
we do. We really do.
Forgive us, Sir Wade. You and your people saved us, and still we doubted you. But there's no doubt in my mind anymore. We're free men now, so we have to start acting like it. We have to fight to protect what's ours, to protect Eastpool.
And we shall.
A form of
We all shall.
underrated movies.
Together. This is our home. And if anyone or anything tries to take it away,
they'll have us to answer to.
Come on then. Let's get to work.
This village isn't going to rebuild itself.
Stardust.
They're not slaves anymore.
I have not.
no. They're Rosarians. Your father took pity on the bearer's plight, and I believe if he were still with us today, this is what he would have wanted.
I believe you might be right.
With Robert De Niro?
I shall remain here, my lord, and do what I can to help rebuild the village. After all, this is my home now too. And I could hardly call myself an Eastpoolian if I didn't pull my weight.
I think you'll find it's East Pudlian, Sir Wade. But you should be proud all the same. I'll have to pull my weight too. Can't have the rest getting outclassed. Speaking of which, I ought to be getting back.
Can we continue to count on your support, Martha?
I'll check it out.
Of course. And I'll be counting on yours too. Us Rosarians have got to stick together, haven't we?
Indeed we have.
And Clive, come by
Hi,
the Golden
Mariah.
Stables when you get the chance. I ain't paid you for delivering them seeds yet.
All right. I will.
Lord Rossfield, do you remember our very first mission together?
We fought the
Clearing
Morble.
the goblins from the Stillwind marshes.
How could I forget?
There's one sight that I shall never forget. You, facing off against that giant Morble. Not a trace of fear on your face. Since that day, there have been more than a few times when I felt like giving up. When the odds seemed so stacked in the enemy's favor.
I thought I may as well just lay down my sword and surrender. But every time I would think back to the look in your eyes that day and remember what it means to be a shield. Know that whatever trials Eastpool may face, I shall never lose courage. Thanks to you.
So Wade, you have always been a true shield. I know that Eastpool, and indeed all of Rosaria, will be safe in your hands.
Thank you, my lord. I know the rest of the world will be safe in yours.
I'll do my best.
Michelle is iconic. She played Catwoman. I don't even know which Catwoman she... Michelle... I'm sure if I've seen other movies she's played in, I could be like, oh yeah. I have no shame in my Grease game. I have seen a part of Grease, but I've never seen Grease. I haven't seen a lot of things. Oh, goodness. Michael Keaton's Batman's Catwoman. There's been a lot of Batmans, man. I don't know exactly which one was. Is that the one with Dr. Freeze or Mr. Freeze? Because that was a good one. I liked that one. Poison Ivy. Ah, she was my favorite. George Clooney. Ah.
The hero returns.
I still like that movie.
It's lucky you came by when you did, eh? Not only did my seeds get delivered, but you went and saved Eastpool and all.
I just did what I could.
And it's only right that you get
It has
rewarded
only
for
been
it. Take
30
it
minutes.
before I change my mind.
And I've only gotten one of these dang side quests
Thank you,
done.
Martha.
So, Eastpool's finally back on its feet again. And a home to free bearers. Who'd have thought we'd see the day, eh?
Well, it was your idea.
I know that, but I never stopped to think what it would mean. Bearers in charge of themselves.
I'm recording
thinking for
a playthrough,
themselves, working for
Justin.
themselves. Like your hideaway,
Otherwise I
but not even hidden
would.
away. Though I suppose the rest ain't much different nowadays. You know, bearers living free like that reminds me of when I first met Sid.
Oh, goodness.
Loath as I am to recall that particular day.
I take it you didn't always see eye to eye. What happened?
Well, if you really want to know, I started doing what I do long before I met Sid.
Hey, Sean.
In fact, that's how I met him.
Bearers in the
Or at least how he came to meet me. He showed up at the stables one day, asking questions about who'd been buying up bearers. Founder knows what he thought I was doing with them. Running a hunt, poking around in their innards. Something awful, anyway. Me, I thought he was a new constable. Thought the game was up. But somehow we both managed to work out what each other was about. And before I knew it, the cheeky arse was rattling on at me about how I was doing it all wrong. After all my hard work. Told me I was giving them relief, but not freedom. That my bearers were still dying as slaves. Got right under my skin.
After Mario,
Told him if he didn't like it,
if I didn't
he could
finish
bugger off and
chapter
report me to the
3
garrison.
of Poppy Playtime by then, I was gonna do that.
And do you know what he did?
And I think I was gonna slot
smiled.
some Resident
And
Evils
then
on
he laughed.
Sundays.
And then I did the same. We
Not
made a pact that
100%
day
though.
that whenever one of us was in need,
I might do a
the
poll.
other would always be there for him.
And you were.
Well, we both wanted the same thing. To make life better for bearers. Just like your dad. Do you know I was born right around the time Elwyn became Archduke? Growing up, I saw how he tried to change things.
Aww.
He certainly didn't lack for ambition, that one.
Indeed. But the loftier one's ambitions, the harder they are to achieve. Which is why those of us who follow in their footsteps need to finish what people like Sid and my father started.
Suppose you're right, aye. And if we don't manage it, there's always them who come after us. Good thing we've got a few half-decent sorts waiting in the wings, eh?
Ghost
It's almost
of
enough to give you a
Tsushima.
little bit of hope.
Just a little.
Anyway, enough nattering. Better get back to work. Let's see about making everyone some dinner, shall we? The least the folks who saved Eastpool deserve is a hot meal. And you and me ain't gonna save the world on an empty stomach neither.
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Quest completed. I might check it out, Justin. Grab that frying pan. 76. I got Martha's Rest signboard. Okay, so I feel like a lot of the side quests are coming to their final conclusions, because I feel like we are getting close to the end game. Because after Waloed, we got to take out that Mother Crystal, and the only thing really left to do that I can remember and think about is the dealing with Ultima.
Just because the heavens have gone to Rackaroo.
What are you after?
I am after. You got any orchestrion rolls? No. You don't have what I need.
There you go.
Oh yes, you have some potions.
Much obliged. Thanks very much.
You're welcome.
There you go. That all, is it?
A work of art. I will add that to my notes list of games. And that 30XX was on. Someone told me to check out 30XX. Ghosts of Tsushima. Okay. What am I trying to do here? Search for Dories at Martha's Rest. Dories!
It doesn't still hurt, does it?
Hey, I found him.
It's been a pleasure, Doris. Just like old times.
I'll give your offer some thought, my lady.
How goes the investigation?
Sid, what brings you to Martha's Rest?
You. I heard you were out
The
here on
struggles
your
of
own
being a
tracking our slaver.
completionist.
I trust you're being careful.
Of course. And it had to be me. The bearers from the Dragon's Eyrie confirmed a long-held suspicion of mine that the slaver we've been tracking is an old acquaintance. She's no fool. If we'd come in force, she would have spotted us straight away, and then vanished without a trace.
That was her just now, wasn't it? So, was it a fruitful reunion?
I'd say so. She tried to recruit me. Seems her time in Rosario is coming to an end. She's abducted bearers from across the region and is looking to smuggle them back into Sambrek. After her brush with those beastmen on the road to Northreach, she hired herself an Imperial escort, which she wants me to join. She's dangerous, Sid, but I think I can stop her.
Then I'm going with you.
I feel
I'll take care
attacked.
of the escort. You can see the bearers to safety. Where are they?
The Baum Archers, soon to break camp. You go on ahead. I'll follow once I've sent word back to the hideaway.
To the hideaway. Na, 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 na. I finished. Okay, so I've been playing the Mega Man X Legacy Collection, and we're on part 10. They're about 2 hours a pop, so 20 hours, and I'm on the 4th game, and made substantial progress in only one run. X3 really messed up my time on that one. I was struggling on that one. I mean, I could always maybe do a speed run of a game, but a lot of the times when I pick a game to play, I'm trying to dissect it. I gotta get through this, and then I get through all the DLCs. Oh, please, please do not let there be as many side quests in the DLC. Preferably none.
Let's go.
Faster!
We speedrun DBD Queen. Oh, I sure do speedrun that sometimes. Streaming with my friends. First one to go down. Spends the last bit spectating. Where am I going? I went the wrong way. DVD for plebs. Are you calling John Finn a pleb? Be nice. What are y'all's favorite games? Like, they could be classics or whatever. Do you have like a top 3? What am I walking into here? Yes, I am calling John Finn a pleb.
They haven't broken camp yet. How did Doris come to know we're slaver, I wonder?
We've waited long enough. She's not coming. Ready the bearers. We're leaving.
I know. I'm
Back to
currently thinking
civilization,
as
is it,
well.
Mom?
With all haste, lest any of you lackwits start talking like these feckless bumpkins. I presume your men are ready. We've suffered too many delays as it is. Any more, and I'll be docking your pay.
Yes, Mom.
Oh, but before you go, it appears we have company.
It appears we have company. Kill him. Oh, I don't like her.
You're welcome to try.
These 4 little dudes ain't gonna do nothing. Magic dude, you first. Don't like the magic dude. Dang, one of them got protect on him. There's another magic dude. Alright, pump it. Wind tunnels. Alright. I'll just... There doesn't have to be a top 3. What are some of y'all's favorite games? Crystal! Left 4 Dead 2. Yeah, that was a good one. I played, what is it called? Back for Blood, which was supposed to be, I guess they were trying to like do something along the lines of Left 4 Dead, you know, the whole zombies, number 4 all in there, all nice and fancy. Seriously, you protected yourself? Ocarina of Time, best Zelda game, Back for Blood was trash. It was not good. Me and Izzy played through it, and I just felt like we could have gone without that. One game that is like one of my all-time favorites, and there's a lot of cutscenes in it, but they're so beautiful. I would even like, I don't know, like Final Fantasy 13 is like, I can't wait to play that. That's gonna be another 200 hours just in Ocarina of Time. Oh yeah. I don't know if I like that more than Majora's Mask though, to be honest. Because I love being able to become a Zora, I love the Fierce Deity Mask. I thought it was so cool. You can make custom maps on Left 4 Dead. Oh, Pokemon. Pokemon's always. Yeah. Elder Scrolls Oblivion. I never got, like. I'm not trying to, like, insult my younger self. But whenever I played Oblivion for the first time, I didn't take the time to, like, read instructions. So I struggled a lot on that and was
So
like,
much for your escort.
what is this? And then Skyrim came out, and everyone was like, "Oh, Skyrim." So I gave that a go, and I was all like,
"Woman I used to be. I
"Just
surrender.
read."
Do with me as you wish, Sid the Outlaw."
Sid.
Ah, Doris. I take it you're not here to rescue me from our brooding renegade?
Brooding.
You know, I
That's
always
crazy,
wondered where
Fizzle.
you'd vanished to. But casting your lot with this criminal of all people.
Better fighting for a cause than killing for coin. I'm sorry, Sid. I should have told you sooner. This woman, my former master, once trained bearer children to be weapons in service of the highest bidder. She raised me like a daughter, and I did
How are you?
terrible things to earn her favor.
Good morning.
It wasn't all terrible. Surely. We had our fun, too. You were always so eager to learn, and had such clever hands. All my other children took either to the blade or to the books. Always either or. But you proved yourself a master of both. That's why I kept you for my own.
Zombies Ate My Neighbors
How about
was my favorite
my
SNES
little
game.
dagger? Care to swear that blade to me again?
I never swore my blade to you, nor will I ever. I fight for a higher cause, to liberate the bearers of this world. Farewell, Master. Thank you for making me the weapon I am.
You always were a righteous child. Perhaps that's the reason I loved you so.
Are we just gonna let her go?
What do you want to do with her?
I am not the killer she wanted me to be. Not anymore. And she no longer has friends in high places. The Dame does, though. Her connections at the Imperial Court will see that justice is done.
All right. If you're certain.
I am. And thank you for everything. Now, I better let these bearers know that they're safe.
I was a big Castlevania fan, so I played the Castlevania 64 game, and I actually liked that one pretty good.
I should head back to the hideaway and put Cole's mind at ease.
Super Mario Sunshine is like one of my favorites on the GameCube.
Welcome back, Sid. Doris's message just arrived. I hear you saved more bearers from being smuggled across the border.
With any luck, they'll be joining us in the hideaway shortly. Oh, and your letter. You don't need to worry about Doris anymore.
I'd been hoping as much. She mentioned one or two things in her report. So the slaver we'd been chasing all these months was her former master. Wish I'd known. She's been arrested, by the way, over in Sunbreak. Went quietly, or so we're told. She won't be getting off lightly. The Empire may have no love for bearers, but it's none too fond of black market traders either. Can't have been easy for Doris.
I'm sure it wasn't. But don't worry. She'll be all right.
Hope so. Suppose you should know, eh? You had quite the past yourself before you came here, or so I understand. Anyway, thanks again, Sid. The Cursebreakers would be lost without Doris. And you, of course.
Keep up the good work, Cole.
Quest completed. I like Twilight Princess. It took me a minute to get into it at first because I was like, Link is a wolf? What? But then I got with it whenever like you got to switch back finally. I was like, okay, I'm human again.
Covered in nicks and lumps, the lot of them. It's a wonder they can still walk.
No!
Is something wrong?
No!
Not
Dang
yet.
it!
Honestly, can't a man wish his friend farewell? Just wanted to let you know that I'll keep things in
I
order
wasn't trying to talk to
while
him
you're
yet.
saving the world.
I'll hold you to that.
I keep chit chatting. No, I don't want to go here yet. No, not yet. Love you. Diamond, Pearl, and XY. Oh, there's a lot of gens to go through. I like the black and white series a little bit. Kiram, I really enjoyed Kiram. I don't know if I'd call it my favorite though. Dwelling here for a second. If you're watching on YouTube, I'm sorry I'm being a chatty catty tonight, but doing a bunch of side quests sometimes makes me a little sleepy, and I'm trying to get through this. So, chat I shall.
The Dominion's all but done for.
Black and White 1 and 2 are the only games I've never played. What? Pokemon Black. Okay, real talk though, I had a golden Zelda themed 3DS, and I had this little backpack that I kept it and a bunch of my 3DS games in, and I like lent it to a friend, and then he gave it back and I lent it to my brother, and he says he gave it back, and I don't see, he's just not the type who would be malicious and hide that away.
Trust this Duke. If we're not careful,
And I don't know if I lost it or if it's just been misplaced all around. You don't even have a quest. I don't know where I'm going to you. Where's the quest? This way.
It's not only control of the
But yeah,
garrison.
that was heartbreaking. I have a lot of Pokemon games and other 3DS games that
We
I just
already
won't
have
be
a
able to
leader in the
touch.
team.
They came out in a period of my life where I was too cool for Pokemon, and I don't know if ...
Hawks. Oh, sorry about that. You're the dame's man, aren't you?
I am the dame's
You got some
man.
business with the captain?
No, actually. With the Duke. I was hoping I might be able to speak with him.
We're under orders not to let any civilians pass.
Final Fantasy
Well,
6.
you
I
should
never
be
played
all right.
6. I want
His
to though.
Eminence has heard all about you and your heroics.
Grandia
Wait here.
2.
I'll go and ask.
Pokemon Red and Gold. Majora's Mask. Yes. I don't know what
So,
Perfect Dark is. Portal was
You
good.
are
I
the
did like Portal.
sellsword
That was a
who
really
lent
good
his
game.
aid to the garrison. The Empire owes you a debt, and I shall see it repaid. But tell me, is it wealth that you seek, or favor?
Neither, Your Eminence. I thought only to inquire about your plan to turn Northreach into a stronghold.
Bioshock? I never finished the last game.
I see.
And I've
You are
honestly
worried
thought about
the
doing a
expanded
playthrough of that
garrison will
series
render
as well.
your services redundant. Yet you needn't be. A proud fighting man like yourself shall always have a place here. Pride of place, in fact. For too long has the contribution of the noble soldier been under-reckoned. But no more. For it is they who shall see the Holy Empire rebuilt, beginning right here in Northreach.
Why here, Your
Diddy
Eminence?
Kong Racing.
The town has been fortunate enough to escape largely unscathed from the recent troubles. Her defenses are sound, and her garrison well prepared. Which is more than can be said for Oriflamme or Twinside. The Empire wants for a capital, and I believe Northreach to be the perfect place.
Fable series was really good. I did
Cairn
enjoy
Morvant
Fable.
as her citadel. Once we have seen to the refortification of both the town and the castle, we need only build a wall around both to create a city that would be the envy of the twins.
64. And country.
Plans are already underway for the construction. Soon enough, these thralls shall learn that they are no match for the
Kingdom
might
Hearts.
of Sanbreque.
Duh.
I fear you underestimate how dangerous these creatures are, Your Eminence.
Don't
Should
be talking
they
smack
return in
about Kingdom
force,
Hearts.
We will need all the people of Northreach to come together in defense of the town. Something they may be loath to do if they've been deprived of their worldly goods.
The people will do as their leaders command. If Sanbreque is to be rebuilt, she will require a functioning government. One whose authority is beyond question. That is why this levy is necessary. So that any man who wishes to join the army might do so and be fed, outfitted, and paid as befits a defender of the Empire. And yet there are those who persist in peddling the treasonous lie that I seek to steal from the people and drive them from their homes.
I suspect they're afraid of losing what little they have left.
Precisely.
Ooh. Ooh. Who's this?
Folk have little and less, and you mean to deprive them of even that. You would sow the seeds of your new empire in your own
Conquers
salted
Bad
earth.
Fur Day.
Yes. We have discussed this.
Yes,
Never played
and I
snowboarding,
told you then
kids.
how putting the empire before her citizens would lead only to revolt.
Without an empire, there are no citizens.
And in yours, there will be only beggars. Is that what Griga wills for her people?
Do not take her name in vain, Sabine.
I'll come back later.
I'll come back later.
The citizens revolt. I wonder what the people really think of the Duke's plan. It wouldn't hurt to ask them, I suppose.
There was this one game on Xbox where you could skate around on rollerblades and you would paint graffiti on, like, that would be like little challenges, and you would try to raise your gang's rep or whatever. Does anyone know what that is called? Oh my gosh, if I could play that game again. Oh gosh. I can't even remember what it is. Hold on, we're going to Google. Xbox game with graffiti. Jet Set Radio Future. Oh God. If I could get that on PlayStation. Oh, it's only on Xbox. I'll have to get an Xbox one day. Man, that was a good game. I enjoyed that one. Mario Party, a classic. Borderlands, I enjoyed Borderlands. I was a PlayStation kid growing up, but my grandma had an
I've been
Xbox.
hearing a lot of talk about a certain Duke.
Nothing good, I'll wager. Going around acting like he owns the place. And with hardly a word to the dame. This is her town, not his.
I take it you'd rather she was in charge.
As far as I'm concerned, she still is. Just need
She
his
still is.
eminence to sod off back to Oriflamme.
appreciate the gesture, Sizzle.
Sell anything
I
today?
would feel bad just taking a whole console. I gotta talk to more people. Who else I gotta talk to in here?
Half of what comes in is barely fit for pressing.
That so-called Duke is ours.
All right there. What is it you're after, sir?
Just your opinion, actually. I wondered what you thought of the Duke of Oriflamme.
Oh, him.
The last
Not
of us.
much. None of us traders do. It's thanks to nobles like him that we had to set up shop this side of the wall in the first place. Couldn't have the rabble getting any closer to the holy
The way
capital,
of
could
the
they?
samurai.
And now he's trying to drive us out completely, threatening to take everything we got from us if we don't clear off. If the dame said she wanted him run out of town, I'd be straight through that checkpoint, tar bucket in hand.
Collecting dust. First gen Xbox Series S. First gen Xbox. And then a Series S. Was there other series that were in the first gen? The first gen Xbox controller was rough, man. That big old bulky thing.
The garrison salvaged what they could from all. Did you think I would be lying under a pile of rubble in Twinside?
I think Izzy is more of an Xbox
A
user.
question, if you don't
but
mind. What do you think of the Duke of Oriflamme?
transition to PlayStation for yours truly.
Don't get me started. You build a life for yourself somewhere, earning for some noble to turn up and tell you got to hand it all over to him. If he thinks his name and his chains give him the right to empty our purses, he's in for a rude awakening. We'll do whatever it takes to keep what's ours. Whatever it takes.
Well, the people seem united enough. What
In
about the
terms
soldiers?
of the console wars, I always just like to say that there are pros and cons on each side, but I feel like the pro that stands on the PlayStation side is
Was that shouting I heard from the barracks?
they have more exclusive games, I feel.
Do you think he was the only one who survived? Does it matter?
And they got some good stories, generally. Gosh, this quest is getting annoying.
One at a time now.
You. You're the one who's talking to His Eminence.
On the dame's behalf, yes. I was trying to persuade him
See,
not
for
to take the
me,
people's goodwill for granted,
I
but
think I did have an Xbox
seems
when
my
I
words
recall
fell on
getting
deaf
the Red
ears.
Ring of Death.
What do you think of his plans?
And I was like,
I'm a
mm-mm.
soldier, mate.
Heartbroken.
He tells me what to do, not the other way round. Listen, I've got nothing but respect for the Dame, but I've got a family to look after. That's where my loyalties lie, not with the town or the Empire, but with my wife and children. If the Duke can get us some men and the equipment we need to fight off those blue-skinned bastards, I don't care how he does it.
Cynical soldier, I don't like you. Rude. PC is still the best way to game. That just, I feel like that like depends on your PC. I don't think my little mini desktop could handle like hardcore, like I don't think I could play this on my PC. My little PC would just be like, this too much.
I hear the Duke of Oriflamme plans to turn this town into some sort of fortress. Do you think that's a good idea?
It's not for me to say.
Not for me
All I
to
know
say.
is that unless the Emperor orders me otherwise, His Eminence's word is law.
Cat.
Look, no one likes all these taxes and tariffs, but empires don't come for free. Once Sandbreck is back on her feet, we'll all reap the benefits.
I mean, yeah, that's still plausible. All you gotta do is technically, I mean, I don't have a couch though. I need a couch in here. Alright, time to go this way. Where were you buying these consoles? Kmart. Walmart.
We already have a leader in the
I am working on getting a PS2. I think that's what I'm gonna ask for my birthday coming up. Because I really,
Excuse me, do you have a moment?
really want to
I wondered
play
if you'd
my
mind
old
sharing your thoughts on
Castlevania
the Duke
games
of
for
Oriflamme.
PS2.
Well, he's made a lot of enemies coming in the way he did.
I already got a PS3
I mean, look
for
around
Final
us.
Fantasy
You can
13.
see the state the realm's in. The traders might not like having the screws put on them, but if they volunteered a few more of their hard-earned gil before things got bad, maybe they wouldn't have to. I think the Duke's got a point when he says rebuilding the Empire is the best way of making sure we're all protected. And if that means people who don't know one end of a sword from another have to make way for those who do, well, that's just how it goes.
I also have Dark Cloud for PS2.
Let's see
I
what
don't know if
Philippe
anyone
makes
ever
of all
played
this.
Dark Cloud. And I also need to get a PS1 because I still have this little bad boy here, Mega Man Legends. Oh, loved it. I hope it's still in good quality. Are you okay back here? It's good. It's good. Cat, get your tail at my face. Yarnaby! Goodness, all this walking back and forth and talking and resolving issues. Goodness gracious.
Well, what do you think?
What do I think?
Welcome back. Wraiths give you any trouble?
Yeah,
None worth
you're not
mentioning.
wrong.
Captain, do you have a moment?
For you? Certainly. Clive, wasn't it? Thank you for last time. How can I help you?
Bye, Justin.
I wanted to ask you about the Duke of Oriflamme. Do you intend to go along with his plan?
But to tell you the truth, I'm in two minds. It's my sworn duty as a captain of the Imperial Army to obey his orders. But I can't say I agree with him.
Philippe, I remember you saying that you became a soldier to protect the people you loved. The Dame included.
That's right, I did.
Well, she doesn't agree with the Duke's orders either. She thinks they could tear Northreach apart.
And she's probably right. Thank you, Clive. I know what I need to do now. Protecting the people I love is what matters. Doesn't matter how. Well, duty calls, so I better go. Thanks again.
It seems Philippe wants to do the right thing at least. I expect Isabel will be pleased to hear that. If not...
Alright. Under new management.
Ah, Clive. How did you fare?
Meh.
Were you able to speak with the
Más o
Duke?
menos.
I was, but...
So Northreach is to be a fortress after all. Well, it will certainly help to hold back the thralls. There's no denying that. Though I doubt it will come as much consolation to the townspeople whose worldly goods are confiscated to pay for it. They deserve to be heard, Clive. To have a say in this new empire the Duke means to build.
Sadly, His Eminence values their obedience more than their opinions, and hopes to reassert the authority of the state. I fear he sees the people as mere pawns on his chessboard to be sacrificed for the greater good. Needless to say, they themselves are of a different opinion, and would rather their destinies were in your hands. The soldiers, meanwhile, are content to follow their orders. And not just because of the Duke's rank, but because of his vision.
I thought as much. Had I sworn to protect Sambrak, I dare say I too would want nothing more than to see it rise from the ashes. Thank you for trying. But the battle is lost.
I don't know about that.
Oh, hey, Felipe.
What happened to your uniform?
I handed it in, along with my resignation. Told the lads I wished them well, but that I owe it to those I love to call it a day.
Why?
Because I realize what really matters to me. Not following some nobleman's orders for the sake of it, but protecting what I care about. Protecting Northreach. I honestly don't know when those monsters will return, but I'm certain they're not finished with us yet. And when they do come back, we need to be ready for them. We need to stand together, all of us. And with you to lead us, milady, I reckon we can do it. It was you who finally convinced me, Clive. There's no point following orders if they go against everything you believe.
Indeed.
All of us, standing together. That has always been Northreach's best hope, and one which still lies within our grasp. We have only to turn our attentions to the true enemy. Thank you, Philippe, for showing me what I must do.
Anything for you, milady. Speaking of standing together, would you mind if I borrowed a few of the lads from the Vale to help keep watch around the town? I fear His Eminence has loftier tasks in mind for the guard.
Not at all. Be my guest.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Wouldn't be the first time he's been her guest.
There may be hope for Northreach yet. Especially with men like you and Philippe to champion our cause. I, for my part, shall continue to work upon the Duke.
They some
in
good
the
boys.
stubborn belief that I might still tempt him into joining hands. But I suspect I shall have to call upon your aid again.
Of course.
Until then, Clive.
Until then.
Until then. Finished all the shrines, working on the Hudson signs and all of the overworld bosses. There you go. I don't know. I'm thinking after I get done with on Tears of the Kingdom, I'm gonna finish up this labyrinth, and then after that I might kill on the main quest a little bit, get Manira, the last sage, and then after that, I don't know, we might close out on Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. And then at that point, any other shrine getting and whatnot can just be, you know, extra parts here and there.
Have care.
Heck yeah. I can't wait to see what she adds to my repertoire of powers. I know there's a lot of side content, but I feel like I'll be on there for ages. It's not like I'm not gonna not play it ever, you know. But at that, like, I can have that more randomized. Kind of like when I randomly play other games, like the Poppy Playtime, Marvel Rivals, stuff like that.
I'll need to deal with these ones first.
Oh, well get off your dang little bird thing. Open bird. I only got one in that whole little bit there. Alright, I'm not dealing with all that.
beautiful echo.
Boom.
This is it. Right then. Just two more to find.
Those Korok seeds are the only thing, like, that really kind of pushes me away from 100%ing Tears of the Kingdom. Oh my gosh, 1,000. I'm dealing with those little things. That is not the map. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna get through all of these tonight. Gotten all the wells, all the bubble gems already. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you've got a good. I mean, you're on the right path. I'd just go ahead and finish if I were you too.
Come on. Run like the wind.
I want to start playing. I think Resident Evil may take up my Sunday slot. Maybe. Because I still want to get to that series, because I've never beaten 7, and I want to play 8. And then they're talking about a 9 coming out, I think. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Resident Evil,
There's
why?
the aqueduct. Now to find our stonewort. Yote mentioned blood-red petals.
What the mess? Gigas.
Just my luck.
Well, that was just...
I won't be picking anything till they're gone. There's only one thing for it.
That was not whatever. This guy. Takedown. I'm not doing the right skills here. Do I have Joshua with me too? Oh, because I had that little main story meeting. Now I got some more party members. Deadly takedown. Satellite. Throw a tornado in there. Let's do it. petals.
Here it is. Better collect as much as I can before reinforcements arrive.
Stonewart.
That should do it. Let's get these back to Yote.
Alright, hold on. Let me get these little glowy blue things. Treasure. Epic 5-gen chase against a Nemo. What? That's awesome, Sizzle. I told Izzy I want to work on getting the other 2v8 challenges done.
Yote, I brought back all the
And then
stone
have our
ores I could
one
find.
unaliver
Will this be
session
enough?
of the year or for the event. And then after that, I want to just focus on doing regular 1v4 with the 400% blood point and then stacking on party streamers. Ooh, yes.
Yes, my lord. Thank you. I'm sure it will serve us until we can find another source.
I'm very glad to hear it.
You and His Grace are very much alike, you know. You think only of how you might help others, and never of the danger to yourselves.
No more than you have minding my brother. You've risked a lot for him, and I thank you for it.
I am honored that you should say so. But I beg you, my lord, do not give too much of yourself for the sake of others. We could not afford to lose you.
Aww.
I'll keep that in mind.
The world needs Clive. Oh, 2 of these spots might be just more getting the sphere stuff. Oh my gosh. We got quite the journey, Ambrosia.
Good girl.
Faster!
You prefer it to core? Eh. I have mixed feelings about it. I love TVA, don't get that twisted. Love it.
The whole village is turned.
I don't
to
want
ride
to
from here.
stand here and fight these people. They're not even in my mission category. I'm so angry. Yeah, you be sneaky in those 2v8 matches. Me and Izzy will be getting hooked up and we'll be like, still ain't got hooked once.
Ready, go?
You can always count on me on getting the killer's attention. Somehow. It's the Sable. It's being Sable. Alright. I'm probably gonna do this quest and then maybe one more, and I'm probably gonna call it quits. Are you a big? Oh my gosh, you're another big dude, man. Monster. No, no, no. Ah. Harry! I've really gained a love for urban invasion lately. I like the fast crowd. I really do. Takedown. Oh, he's doing something. Oh, he's just doing that weird little force everywhere. If I yawn one more time, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I didn't have all the reveal perks like they have nowadays, I guess. Oh, that hurt. That's better. Nice try. Not take down. Let's go get this last sphere. We're gonna call it a night. Ooh. Search the silent soul. Okay. So it wasn't technically 7. It was like just 3 for 1 in different spots. Oh my gosh. Alright, how the heck do I get here?
Faster!
You deserve a rest. Oh, he's exploding. Sweet. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I can go try and do another one. No, I'll get stuck in cutscenes and fall asleep. Alright, Sizzle. Just me and you here, so we're gonna probably end it after turning this quest in. It'd be nice to get a little decent sleep.
Ah, Sid! Wasn't expecting you back so soon. So, is it good news or bad?
It's good. We got them.
Good, thankfully. Here.
That's brilliant! Thanks a blimmin' million!
I think I
to
have
the
to only.
smelter right
I only
away.
have to do like the depths of one last labyrinth. I think I've already gotten most of the labyrinth completed. No, I think I have to do the sky one, and then I just have to do the bottom one, and then I'll go after Mineru.
May I present to you the Telemon Furnace? Ain't bad, is she?
She's bad.
She's a beauty.
What's she
You
for?
saved my bacon again, Sid, and I ain't about to let your good deed go unrewarded.
It's fine, really. My bag's flexible enough already.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure I can make a few improvements to it yet.
You could just buy me a bigger...
How about that clasp? Looks a bit stiff. Reckon you could loosen it up and make some more room? And I reckon I know how. With a new alloy we've been working on. The Telemon Furnace was just what we needed to perfect it. It's a metal, see? So it's lovely and strong, but it's also, well, stretchy, if you can believe it.
Stretchy!
Stretchy metal. Well, if you insist.
That is the spirit. You'll love it, I promise.
Come here. Quit clawing me. Say hi to everybody. Hello.
So, what do you reckon?
It's actually quite ingenious.
Am I gonna be able to hold
Thank you,
more
Owen.
potions and stuff now?
Don't mention it. You earned it. And I wanted to get some practice in using that metal anyway. Reckon we'll have all kinds of uses for it around the hideaway.
Oh.
Can't think of any right now, but that's our job, innit? Dreaming up new ways to make life easier around here. Maybe even out there, too. One day, the whole world's gonna know about the inventions you've helped us put together. That bag of yours will be the first of many. You mark my words.
Is that
They'll
Brooke
hardly
who just
believe
sent a
their
GG?
eyes, I'm sure.
And all those other gifts. Thank you, Brooke. Oh. Amber. Alright. How many do we have left? We've only got 4. 4 left. Okay, well, we're gonna end it here, YouTube. If y'all enjoyed this, make sure y'all like, comment, and hit that subscribe button. And thanks again for watching. Y'all have a good one.